What's going on? I wanted to make an update to my old videos on TCP optimization and network tweaks. So if you go to speedguide.net, you're going to download the newest TCP optimizer, and then you're going to open it as administrator. And once that's open, it'll take a second to load. You're going to go down here to the custom option, and you're going to make yours match what I'm about to change mine to. So first thing we're going to do is modify all network adapters. Then we're going to go to receive server-side scaling, disable this. We're going to disable this. And direct cache access, we're going to leave that on. For time to live, we'll leave this at 64. I think the default is 64, but it may be different. So change that to 64. Then we're going to go to checksum offloading. We're going to disable this. TCP chimney offload, we're going to disable this. Large SYN offload, we're going to disable this. And disable this last one. After that, we're going to go up here to connection speed, and we're going to set this to whatever your particular connection speed is. I happen to have over 100 megabytes per second. If you're unsure, you can do a speed test. Just do a simple Google search, and there's many that are out there. Next, we're going to go to advanced settings, and we're going to go to the gaming tweak, and on the network throttling and the disable Nagel's algorithm. And we're going to disable network throttling. This is the big one. We're going to make system responsiveness at 0. I think this is default at 1. And we're going to disable TCP frequency, no delay, and this last one we're going to disable. I'm sorry, TCP no delay is enabled. Then we're going to go. It's been a while. I gotta double check on these real quick. Let's see. Yeah, we'll leave this at nothing, at 0. And set this at 1, the size. Then we're going to go to the MTU tab here. MTU stands for Max Transmission Unit. And we're going to figure out what is optimal. So to do this, we're going to go to the Google and use it as our test server. And we're going to test for our largest max transmission unit. And you're going to get a number here. This last number is the important number that you should write down. Basically what this is, it's the amount of information you can send within one packet that will reach its destination without fragmenting. So by default, most routers and modems will have this set to 1500, and for people that have good internet connection and a strong signal should not have to mess with this. But for those of you that live in a location where you have bad connection, lowering this number in your router will very much help your packet loss, because instead of trying to send a too big of a packet and it not be able to reach its destination because the connection fails and having to resend it, by lowering that number, we're going to be able to reach its destination. And you can do a little bit of Google searching on this if you would like to know more, but this is generally the idea. So once you have this number set, you're going to go into your router, you're going to log into your router, 192.168.0.1 or 192.168.1.1. Those are the two standard logins. Sometimes it can be specific to your router, so you may have to do a little bit of researching if you don't know how to get into it. But once you get into it, you're going to go to the advanced settings, and you're going to try to find where the MTU number is located. And once you get there, you're going to want to set yours to whatever you had this number here. If you got 1500, you don't need to do this. You shouldn't need to. It should be default at 1500, but it can't hurt to check. Doing all the TCP optimization we did in the beginning was basically to eliminate all latency. We want the fastest possible connection to game servers when we're playing first-person shooters. because we want our information to reach the server as fast as possible, as quickly as possible, so that way we get a much more fluid environment. We get better hit registration, and on top of all that, the most important is to win one-on-ones, because we are able to send our information to the game server before our opponent is. Now, this is, in theory, is the goal, but in reality, this is not always the case, but it does help. So do your own research. If you'd like to know more, you can research each and every individual one of these, which I have in the past. I didn't do it right before this video. That's why you saw me pause a couple times, because I had to remind myself by reading what it did. But yeah, guys, I hope this helps you. I wouldn't be surprised if you do a lot better. Until next time, I'm going to apply this, restart my computer, and take it easy.